Welcome back, my friends. It's Tack. Today we're going to test out the Dark Timber Honey Badger. Now this is made by a blacksmith that goes by the name of Peter Kohler. He sent this to me for a review, so we'll go over the stats real quick. Now I don't know the exact weight because I don't have a little scale or anything, but it's really light, so I'm guessing maybe it's just under 10 ounces, around 10 ounces, something like that. It's really light. Overall length, 12.5 inch. The blade length is 7 1/4, but the actual cutting surface is about 6 1/3. It's got some beautiful micarta. Now this I guess you'd consider it a mid-tech, semi-custom, something like that. Because he does have his hands on each one of these, 100% made in the USA. Give you a close-up of those micarta scales. Man, they are done so friggin' well. I mean, you can't feel the transitions from the micarta to the steel to the micarta. Totally smooth. Look at that little flare at the bottom. Nice palm swell. He's got these handles down 100%. Little lanyard hole. I mean, because a lot of times companies will leave this metal exposed right here, and it gets to your finger if you're doing stabbing and stuff, where this is totally contoured. Now I did figure something out. You know how they got these little like scallop type deals, and it's nice for skinning? But I don't know if I can show you this, but if you use that forward choil, you see this part of your finger right there? It actually fits right in there, and when you come around, your pointer goes right into the other one. So I mean, you got a solid grip on that. Feels very controllable. Now the steel, he chose a super high quality steel, CPM 3V tool steel, which is one of the toughest steels out there. I mean, it might not always hold the edge the longest, but it's just freaking tough as hell. You could beat the crap out of this thing with a freaking mallet. Not that I'm gonna do that, because this thing's a beautiful knife. And it's a little bit pricey, but not for what you're getting. It's not for the high quality attention to detail. It goes for around, I think, $290. Now that's with a sheath. Now you have options of different sheaths, I guess. I think you can get leather, kydex, and these sheaths are very well made. These are made by Matt Nichols on Grizzly Outdoors. I mean, totally, you could switch it left, right, you could do whatever you want. You could take this off the belt loop, put a dangler. I mean, tons of options. Drainage hole, very thick stuff. Look how thick this stuff is. The push off is really nice. Now let's insert the old blade. So you can listen to that snap. Snaps in super well. Rattle? Friggin' absolutely none. That push off is like perfect. Because I've had a lot of knives where the push off hurts your frickin' thumb. This thing does not at all. Another thing I do like about this sheath is it doesn't scratch the blade. Hey, alright. Good job, Matt. Even though we're going to end up scratching this beautiful blade up, because we got to go out and test it. Now the thickness of the blade is 3/16 of an inch thick. It has a clip point with a saber grind. There's a fuller there. Now that's just to make it lighter, and man, this thing does feel light. Check out the balance point too. I mean, it's like dead freaking perfect. Now some people might think $290 is a lot of money, but this knife is the same price. It is discontinued. They don't make this no more. Zero tolerance 0100. Same price. Let's start off with the sheaths. Oh, yippee, nylon sheath. Nice kydex. Check for rattle. Check for rattle. Not a ton, but it has it. Snap for retention. Now this does have a plastic insert, but look at how friggin' cheesy that is. And it's like friggin', look at it. It's like friggin' sewn in. So, right there, the sheath has look at the thickness of the different micartas. So there you go. Now we come to the blade. Both the same kind of steel. Different handle materials. Love the handle on this damn thing. Love the handle. This handle fits even better though. Thickness. Yeah, they're about the same thickness, but look how much longer this is. Look how much more steel you're getting. Now this is a combat knife, and I think he made this for pretty much do it all, but the first thing I thought of when I seen this and held this was combat knife. This thing would totally serve as a battle blade. So there you go, same price. You're getting a way higher level quality blade. You're getting more steel. Your sheath is a friggin' zillion times better. There you go. I can't believe I'm gonna use this darn thing. Let's try out the initial sharpness. Use that forward choil. Man, it fits really good. Just do some little push cuts. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is, but it's dead as hell. She's flying in nice though. Flying in very nice. Wow. Wow. Man, this thing is freaking sharp. Like I said, super controllable. Now, it feels like it has pretty sharp 90 on there too, if you want to make some sparks. Oh yeah, no problem. Now let's see how this thing will stab. Man, like I said, it feels really comfortable, so this should be good. And this is a hardwood, totally frozen red maple. Wow. That was actually really, really hard, and I just felt a tiny, tiny bit. Wow, that's sinking good though. But I mean, just a little. My hand isn't sliding at all. Yeah, stab's really nice. Like I said, this could definitely be a combat knife. Try a couple downward chops on this stump here. I'll do the old 3-finger action, because that's what she said. It's not a huge blade, but it definitely feels like it has a little bit of mass. I think it's because it's 3/16. Man, should I pry it? No, don't do that, Tack. It's a $300 knife, don't do that, Tack. Man, I'm almost tempted though. CPM 3V tool steel's really tough stuff. But look at that. It's got a tiny bit of flex to it too. I'm actually, whoa. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm actually flexing the steel a little bit. Oh, Tack, don't you be breaking this. I'll freaking cry. 3-finger action, I don't feel like my hand is sliding at all. It's actually biting really good. Look at that. Moving the whole freaking stump. Yeah. Wow, it does actually have some power. I didn't think it would have this much. Not even gonna screw around. Grab a big piece of hardwood. As you can see, red maple. Probably a little bit on the froze side. Now, looking at the blade, yeah, we could actually take on a bigger piece. Not a ton bigger. But this is like the size you'd throw in a fireplace at home. So let's see what we can do. Come on, Dark Timber. I've never actually tested one of his blades. This is brutal. Wow, bites right in instantly. Look at that. 2 taps. Wow. Wow. Oh my God, I'm scratching the finish. Man, that was freaking easy. Very easy. Nice thick spine to whack on. Wow, shit. Well, we're gonna have to find something a little tougher. Okay, let's get crazy, even bigger. And this is oak. Man, that's a big freaking piece right there. This is about the max. I mean, I'm gonna barely have any blade to work with. But let's give it a shot. Okay, Peter, don't watch. You could definitely feel this is a lot more solid. Holy crap. If I break this, I will frickin' cry. Wow, it's doing it. Get the hell out of here. Look at that shit. Damn. Man, he has the grind like perfect on this thing for batoning. I can't believe how good it just bites right in. Even, shoo, look at that. Like nothing. Time for the 10 chop test. We're on this dead tree right here. Hopefully I don't hit you guys. 3-finger action. Not too bad. Close up with the destruction. Not totally huge, but not bad for a blade that's, 6 1/3 inches long. Now that was like a 5-inch tree, so we'll try it on just a big branch, see how this goes. Not bad. Close up for you. Did a lot better on something small. You can see how big this thing is. Still pretty decent size. But it was taking out nice clean chunks. Look how clean that cut was. So overall, what do I think about the dark timber honey badger? It's okay. I'm just kidding. You know I love this thing. Man, this worked better than I thought it would. I'm usually a good judge of character. When I hold a frickin' knife, for the most part, I'm always right. Now, as I thought, it wouldn't be a major chopper, but it can chop. Everything else it did like superb. Stabbing, batoning, fine work, super controllable, no hot spots. I almost forgot to mention, these handles are changeable. See them bolts? So he makes fancy wood grips for this, different kinds of micarta, different colors. So you can totally customize this thing. Same thing with the sheath. You get different sheaths, hang it up however you want. So options are always cool. Now some people ripped on the name. Oh, the honey badger. That doesn't sound very cool. But there's a purpose for that. See the size of this? It ain't totally huge. It's big enough to get the job done. Just like a honey badger. They're small, but they're badass. They can take on freaking bears. They'll do whatever. That's why this was named the honey badger. And actually even the colors kind of resembled that. I didn't notice that first when he told me that. And then I was like, oh shit, no doubt. Now is this something for you? Maybe, maybe not. A lot of people say, why spend that much on a knife? Now if you're not truly into blades, and you're not using them all the time, or it's really not that important to you, then no, don't spend $290 on a knife. But if you are really into blades and you want something awesome, this is it. And I would totally recommend this. Yeah, this ain't a big chopper, but that's why I go in with more than one blade. One for chopping, one for other stuff. So 2 to 3 blades I usually carry myself. 1 to 10. Handle shape, perfect. Totally perfect. The swells, the little scallops, the flare, the micarta, grippy, but not too grippy. It's funny, it feels like this center is a little bit polished compared to this, but man, I had no slippage, even 3-finger action. The forward choil works great, geometry is awesome, the steel is awesome, the sheath is really good. I mean, the only thing I could think of to change on this, and I did mention this, well, he actually said it to me first, and then I said, yeah, it's right here. This being sharp, if you just flatten that a hair, because if you have big fingers, mine just barely touches it. But I didn't have any problems out there, so it didn't get me once, but that's just one thing he's going to fine-tune. But besides that, there's nothing I would change about this blade. So 1 to 10, what would I give this thing? I got to be totally honest with you guys, I'd have to give it a 10. It is perfection. It really is. You might not think that, but if you held one of these, if you used one of these, you would be just like, yup, tax right, that thing's a frickin' 10. Thank you so much, Peter, for letting me try this bad boy out. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. And until the next time we meet.